Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Shrutika and today let us continue with the part 2 of our chapter Chemical Coordination and Integration. So in our previous part what we have covered is what is chemical coordination and integration, what are the factors which are causing the chemical coordination and integration. We have also seen the different endocrine glands and which are the hormones secreted by those glands, and we have also seen the functions of those glands. So today what we are going to cover is hormones of heart, kidney and gastrointestinal tract, and we are also going to see the mechanism of hormone action. So first let us start with the heart. So the arterial walls of heart secrete peptide hormones called as the ANF, which decreases the blood pressure. So arterial wall, so arteries, the wall of the artery will secrete this hormone called as the ANF, which will decrease the blood pressure. So then let us move to the kidney. So in the kidney, the juxtaglomerular cells of kidney produces erythropoietin hormone, which stimulates the erythropoiesis. Okay, so this is a hormone which will secrete, the kidneys will secrete this hormone, which will help in the stimulation of this erythropoiesis. So then let us move to the gastrointestinal tract. So the gastrointestinal tract secretes major 4 peptide hormones. So first is the gastrin, which stimulates the secretion of hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen. So these are the gastrointestinal hormones, so which are secreted in our stomach. So this gastrin which is there, it helps in the stimulation of hydrochloric acid, and we all know that hydrochloric acid is very essential in our stomach to create acidic condition for the enzymes to work upon the food that we eat for the process of digestion. So similarly, secretin acts as an exocrine pancreas and stimulates secretion of water and bicarbonate ions. So this secretin acts as an exocrine pancreas and it stimulates the secretion of water and bicarbonate ions. Then comes your cholecystokinin. This cholecystokinin, that is CCK, stimulates secretion of pancreatic enzymes and bile juice. So we all know that pancreatic enzyme and bile juice are very essential in the process of digestion. So they are secreted or stimulated by the cholecystokinin. Then comes your gastric inhibitory peptides, that is GIP, inhibits gastric secretion and motility. So these are the gastrointestinal tract secretions, which are the hormones which will help in the proper digestion of our food. So this was about the hormones which are secreted by heart, kidney and the gastrointestinal tract. Now let us see the mechanism of hormone action, as in how the hormones act upon and how this mechanism of the hormones helps in the functioning of the organs. So hormone produces their effect on target tissue by binding to a specific protein called hormone receptor located in the target tissue. So if there is an organ will consist of a receptor for that hormone, where the hormone will come and bind, and then the mechanism or action of the hormone will start. So binding of hormone to receptor leads to the formation of a hormone receptor complex, and this binding leads to change in the target tissue. That is, this will help in the functioning of the hormone after binding to the receptor of the tissue. On the basis of chemical nature, hormones are grouped as first, that is peptide, polypeptide and protein hormones, that is insulin, glycogen, pituitary hormone and hypothalamic hormones. So these are examples of peptide, polypeptide and protein hormones. Then comes your steroid hormones, that is cortisol, testosterone and progesterone. So these are the example of steroid hormone. Then comes iodothyronine hormone, that is thyroid hormone, example of this. Then amino acid derivatives is epinephrine. So this is example of amino acid derivatives. So these are some examples of hormones the group of hormones which are there in our body. So hormone that binds to the membrane with the membrane bound receptor normally do not enter the target cell but generate secondary messenger, which in turn regulates the cellular metabolism. So the hormones will not directly go into the membrane, but they will send a secondary messenger for the metabolism to occur. So the hormones, steroid hormones basically, which interact with the intercellular receptor, mostly regulate gene expression or chromosomal functions by interacting with the hormone receptor complex with the genome. This biochemical action results in physiological and development effects. So steroid hormones are basically, they are responsible for the gene expression, and they will act on the genomic, that is in the genetic material. So these are the this is how the mechanism of hormone action happens. So let us understand with this diagram. So here we can see this is the ovarian membrane. Okay, ovarian cell membrane will consist of a receptor. So if the hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, will come and bind to the receptor, this will send us response to the secondary messenger. Then this will cause a biochemical response, and there will be a physiological response, that is the ovarian growth. So what is this hormone responsible for? This hormone is responsible for the growth of the ovary. So this is how it will work on the ovary for the ovarian growth. That is, first it will bind to the receptor, then it will send a response, then there will be secondary response which will cause the biochemical response, which will cause the physiological response, that is growth of the ovary. So this is how the mechanism of hormone action happens. Okay, so this is another example wherein this is uterine cell membrane. Okay, and this is the genome of the cell. Okay, so this is the nucleus, that is the genome. Nucleus consists of the genome, that is DNA, RNA. Okay, genetic material. So this is the hormone, for example estrogen, that will enter through the cell membrane, and then it will enter the nucleus, and in the nucleus there will be a receptor for that hormone estrogen, which on the receptor it will bind and it will form a hormone receptor complex. Okay, this will further help in the change in the genome of the cell, and then which causes the physiological response, that is tissue growth and differentiation, which is the function of this hormone estrogen. So this is how the estrogen will work, that the estrogen hormone will do its function, that is tissue growth and differentiation, by forming a hormone receptor complex inside the nucleus. Okay, so this is the mechanism of hormone action. So in this video what we have covered is the hormone of heart, kidney and gastrointestinal tract, and we have also seen the mechanism of hormone action. So thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.